Hey, this is Kat Curicello. I just thought I'd pop in and add a little bit to something that I wrote many months ago. This article on the sovereign soul, it's a two-parter. You'll get your second part tomorrow via email, but I thought it was so interesting because as I've been diving deeper into depth work and my own soul work, what is it that I am in discovery with as I move along, as I move into deeper chambers of awareness? And this is something I kind of take some time to think about and make space for as I embark on new layers of my own conscious journey work. And I do that, of course, in a wide variety of ways, as we all do, because we have so many different ways, different channels to travel through, to approach as a viewfinder, or to gain some ground as we're doing journey work. Sometimes it's musing, sometimes it's thinking, sometimes it's dreaming, sometimes it's creative process, art making, symbology, written word or image. There are just so many different ways to consider how the journey is happening and how the creative is always part and parcel of the soul work. And I love that so much of the work is about curiosity. But this question came up as I was really thinking about this idea of what is the sovereign soul and how is it happening? How does it move us towards healing and wholeness? And I think the sovereign soul is finding ways that we can express and consistently express that which is source, providing source to us, to each of us, our own soul in our own soul journey. So when you think of where you are at any moment in your journey, standing on the edge, where you recognize something is unexpressed or needed, where there's a desire that's bringing you into relationship with a new path, or where a path gets very labyrinthine, very confused, very complex, and you find yourself swinging out on an edge and then coming back to center, but not close enough to actually enter into the center, which is the classic labyrinth that takes us out and moves us around where there's only one narrow road in. That's a little bit what I experience with the journey to find those moments that express the sovereign soul, where there's almost an elevated sense of that which is being revealed. So much of the time we feel that we're on the edge or we're waiting, we're not quite ready. And there's almost a questioning or a challenging energy that is being expressed. And this is something that I think of in my own life as a very human experience and the consistency of our humanity. But where we start to touch into the sacred source that's held within the whole, that is where the sovereign soul lives. And we step into soul work, recognizing that there's a moment, an awareness where we blow open a window to create innate connection between our individuality and our humanity, where that sovereign soul lives between that which is material in our body and in our life and in our awareness, and that which is immaterial. So the soul that lives beyond the body, that lives in spirit. And how much of the time is that part of the curious question that leads us onto or into our journey work? There is something so profound and so special about recognizing that soul work is bringing you into that kind of alignment. We often think of sovereign as sort of representing energy that's archetypal, energy that's connected to the queen or leadership, but it means unto oneself, sovereign within itself, or met within its own ability. So when the sovereign soul is being met by the soul self, how does that elevate our potential or add to our experience or bring us into new relationship with our capacity or ability to live in a way that is aligned, that is leading us towards something that is destined or promised or infused within our desires, which would bring us back to potentially destined or promise? Is the sovereign soul leading us in a certain direction within our own journey? So I thought adding some to the article and giving a little insight to my thought process and how wonderful it is to do this work side by side with you would be fun today. So I hope that you enjoyed this creative conversation. And I'll see you tomorrow in part 2.